You're listening to
Hot Sauce Sports with Mo Cohen, Peeze and Terry, and Terry Tam.
I now know that I'm on with a spy, depending on who's the captain of this ship. And that's probably a bad thing if this podcast is supposed to go viral, isn't it?
Cordero Patterson like grabbing some shanks, gentlemen here, and he quote, and I quote, "I'm a grown man. I don't need nobody blank and blank in my balls, in my face."
In my teenage years, I'd get back from high school, I'd smash 2 pizza pockets. Carmelo Anthony never learned you can't live life just smashing pizza pockets.
Because he lost a double bet, what I did is I cut a jalapeno in half, and I filled it with hot sauce. So he's going to have to slurp this down.
Why you give me a fucking banana, dude? I'm not eating a banana. I'll rather piss in my mouth than eat this.
Okay, so there we go. Stop stalling. Let's go. Go.
Now, here are your hosts, Mo, Terry, and Peeze.
And if you asked him the first time, it would have just been DJ Request.
Yeah. Never asked DJ Request what to play. Never tell him what to play.
I am Peeze Del Reese. I am back. You are listening and perhaps watching Hot Sauce Sports. I'm back. My beard is the most vacation beard of all time.
The most vacation beard?
Yeah, I don't care. It's growing in all directions. It's getting thick and terrible. It's been awesome. It's been awesome to be off, and now I'm back with you, jerks. How's it going, Terry Tam?
It's going good, man. We had a couple weeks off. Ego fucked up, but it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's his first mistake.
I didn't have a chance to watch the show because it only got posted when we arrived here for this show.
For this show, yeah.
Yeah.
I set the wrong Wednesday.
It's okay. You're allowed one mistake, Eagle, and I swear to fucking God, if you tell me you were playing Overwatch or Pokemon,
He was.
I will shove my penis so far down your nose.
Is it down your nose or up your nose?
Yeah.
I don't think I was playing.
All right.
it.
But wait, is it down your nose or up your nose?
I mean, it depends on what angle he is.
If he's upside down?
Yeah, if he's upside down, it's down.
Down your nose, that's worse.
Technically,
yeah.
it's both, right? Because it's both in and out.
And I'm also not getting a lot of height with my dick, so it can't go up.
Gravity.
Gravity.
So I haven't listened last week's show that featured you, Terry Tam, and my brother Duke.
What's happening, boys?
How-
It wasn't last week, though. It was 2 weeks ago.
It was 2 weeks ago. Last week
It was 17 days ago.
How was the last episode?
I can't remember. It was so far along.
It was good, though. It was fun. It was,
I can't
we
even
had a good
remember what
time.
we
It was
spoke
short,
about.
though. We did 2 episodes together.
Talk about the Nationals, I think.
The last 2 episodes has just been me and
Bryce
you.
Harper. It was really sports, though. It was like pure sports.
Yeah.
It's like no bullshit. No bullshit radio.
That's weird. I
No,
don't
we
know.
had some bullshit in there.
We had a little bit. But what, though?
I don't even know, man.
Are we live yet, by the way?
We are live,
entirely
yeah.
live. We are entirely
So
live.
we're going to do things a little differently this time. So if you're watching live, Duke is going to be talking shit for us on behalf of us live on Facebook
At all times.
at all times.
We're gonna just catch our bearings. We got no guests, so we're just gonna go through some.
Congrats,
of the news.
by the way. We haven't seen you
Thanks,
since
buddy.
your wedding.
I know.
Congrats.
I'm married now.
We
I'm
all had
married
a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we all
also had a
got.
great time.
I was the last one to leave,
Same.
and yeah, I mean I hope so.
We're
And,
together.
and I
Actually, the
was
3 of us were.
so fucking sweaty
Yeah.
that night. I danced the night away. I even have video, and I'm very embarrassed of it.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
My favorite is there's a great video of us all dancing at the end.
Yeah, man.
All 4 of us are there.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It's awesome, and it's ruined by Terry Tam as the camera pans over him during the famous Meatloaf song.
Yeah.
Terry turns to the camera and says, "I won't do anal for love." So a great video.
No,
that I
no.
almost sent
It's-
my
I will-
parents.
I will do anything for love, but I won't do anal.
There we go.
But it's the truth, though.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
I mean, am I taking it or am I giving it?
I want to bring up a
Both?
Terry Tam story from the wedding, though. I have a really good Terry Tam story. My wife was saying that during the wedding, she was trying to take off a bracelet. And so she managed to take it off because she was dancing like crazy.
I
and
was
she took
hammered.
it and she threw it. She tried tossing it on a table. What happened is if it went under a table, right? It fell,
This is awesome.
it fell, and then by mistake she kicked it and it went under the table. Terry, as chivalrous as he is, he decides, I'm going to go and try and get it. But he's so wasted at this point that he knocks over a table
Yeah.
and then the flower vase smashes on the ground and goes everywhere.
I just remember the story now.
I know.
Yeah, because I moved the table.
Yeah, and everything just...
I moved the table and everything fell on the other side.
you
but I
saved
got
the
the
bracelet.
bracelet.
You
though.
got the
I
bracelet.
learned of the story in form of an invoice, to be fair.
No.
No.
Are you
kidding.
kidding? Oh, okay. I would have paid
Imagine.
for it.
That said, honestly, I had a
Actually,
great,
I'm getting paid by the government right now, so I wouldn't have paid for it.
that's
Sorry.
right. Also fair. I had a great time. I did the responsible thing. I didn't get wasted early. Eagle was my liver for the first part of the
Yes,
night.
he was, and he did a very good job.
Admiral job.
Good job, Eagle, on being Peace's liver. Good job, buddy.
6 grappa shots back to back to back
I love it.
to back to back.
I love it.
But what that resulted in was me being able to make a heartfelt thank you speech to our guests.
It was very nice.
That was good. I gotta say, like, you weren't as sauced as I thought you would be.
I was not hot sauced yet. However, I then put down the microphone. This might have got picked up by the microphone. And I turned to my my new wife and said, let's get fucked up.
Yeah. Fact.
And you did.
I did.
Yeah.
But I was still good
So-
until I got home.
Yeah.
I got home. The girls had left everything out in the
Yeah.
house for
Yeah.
the morning catering.
I know. I saw it the next morning.
So I made myself a sandwich of hot meat and sweaty cheese,
Cock meat?
and drank.
You made a cock meat sandwich?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It tasted about as bad. And drank a half a bottle of warm champagne.
Yeah, man.
And immediately vomited everywhere. And with that, it's time for the news.
That's terrible. That was a terrible
That was a
segue.
seamless transition.
That was a fucking terrible segue.
Seamless transition.
What was I gonna say? I wanted to say so. Oh yeah. Before we get to that, but okay. So cigars are always, you always buy them and you'll give most of them away
Yeah.
naturally, right?
Yeah.
So pet peeves of mine. I bought probably like 10 cigars for like just a bunch of guys.
Oh, yeah, I know about this story. That's terrible. That's terrible.
So
go ahead, tell the story.
A couple guys, not gonna name any names. If they're watching, fuck you. Fuck you.
I was there.
Fuck you.
Still getting used to the new studio setup.
Yeah, they took like a couple puffs and then threw them away.
Oh, thanks for throwing it away. It's not like it cost me $18. Thanks, jerk.
And you know what? There's a few of them where I like that are good, man, and like a couple $40.
I would have taken a cigar for the next day.
I had a
You
couple left. I would have given you one, but it's okay. It
I
is what
would
it
I
is.
would have thoroughly enjoyed it. Sent you like a video of me smoking it. Then I would have got naked. You know, we've done our thing.
But there's a lot of crazy stories about your wedding. Like,
Yeah.
we'll talk about
yeah,
off
yeah.
air, but like
This is
there
yeah.
is
There's some off-air stuff.
This is off-air topics, man.
like we haven't spoken
I know,
really
I know.
since the wedding.
And I'm getting bits and pieces from like sources.
Yeah, it was bad. Okay.
And I know aren't telling me the full story.
let's
So-
talk sports. Less controversy. Sports.
Absolutely. A weird controversy is LeBron James, a guy who's not really known controversy in his career, shows up to his kid's AAU game and in the warm-up line starts dunking and having a good time.
You for sure love this shit.
I love this shit.
Okay.
I think it's awesome.
I'm gonna-
I feel like you're against.
I'm gonna let you tell me why you love it, and
All
I'm
right.
gonna tell you why I don't hate it. How about
All
that?
right.
Right?
So the same thing.
Okay.
That's sports debate. So what I like about it is, one, sports are supposed to be fun, so let them be fun. The other thing is the kids on the team have all professed their love for LeBron James
Yeah,
and how he's
absolutely.
helped them.
Love it.
And the attention he's brought to their high school program.
Love
If
it.
anything,
Love
this
all
just
of it.
brought more attention to the high school program.
On the same page so
And
far.
he's spending time with his kid, having a good time.
Bronny.
Bronny.
Bron. Taaccco Tuesdays.
Well, that's another thing, which maybe we'll get into. But so, honestly, I'm a big fan. I thought it was great. I think we're gonna see LeBron and Bronny play together on an NBA team.
You think so?
Sooner than later. I think that's the only reason he's still.
But
in the
how old
league.
is he? He's 15? He'll be in the
He's,
NBA. He'll
he's
be in the NBA in 4 years.
He's a senior. He's a high school senior. He might be in the NBA in 2
he's
years.
17, 2 years. He'll be in the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wow. Is
Yeah.
that the first father-son?
No. Can you get us father and son duos, Duke?
I'm
I
on it,
don't know
but
if Hardaway. No, not Hardaway. Anyway, go.
There's been
So, yeah.
there's been a couple.
So
do
you.
you guys? I'm setting it up, but I'm getting Jason Whitlock's quote on.
That's fine, no,
I thought you were
LeBron.
getting him on the show. Yes, but get
there we
Jason
go.
Whitlock
Get that
on LeBron
first,
because
yeah.
it's got to be terrible.
No, I don't want to hear Jason Whitlock talk.
Is he
man.
telling
I know what
somebody
he
else how to be a
said.
father while not having kids himself?
I know what he said, and I don't want to hear him talk because he's such a fucking. Oh man.
So you're like the in between me and Jason Whitlock, right?
yeah. So like I don't.
Why
mind,
don't you hate it?
I don't mind that he goes to the games and celebrates and all that stuff. I just think that the warm up, the layup, like, just let them play. Let them warm up. Why do you have to
Okay,
go
but like so.
windmill?
Let's say
Why? Why?
you and I are almost the same age. Let's say we're playing high school together, high school
Yeah.
basketball together,
Yeah, it'd be cool.
and like what on our team was Michael Jordan's son. Let's say his name was I don't know Michael B. Jordan. So let's say
Okay, wait. So if you're naming your kid Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
okay, and you put the B in the
yeah,
middle there,
you
you're pretty much
better
setting him
not
up.
Be worse than Jordan.
That's
You
it, you're
must be Jordan.
You're setting him up for failure, I think,
Yeah.
because you're saying you'll never be the A Jordan, you'll be the B Jordan.
Oh, you going
Yeah,
that
yeah.
way? I thought it was like B Jordan, like B E.
Oh, Michael
Like, don't
B.
never
Jordan.
forget your place. Always be a Jordan.
Okay, So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then like Michael Jordan shows up.
And
Would
he-
you be
yeah,
in awe to see
Yeah.
one of your heroes here?
Yeah.
Your friend's dad, dunking
I
the
don't
warm-up
mind.
line.
I don't mind like when he had like that 3-point competition with his teammate there.
Yeah.
I don't mind that stuff because that's like before everything starts, like a warm up practice.
But this is warm-up.
No. But they're wearing their jerseys. They're warming up for the game. Like they're in the layup line. Like they're doing their drills. Like I don't see any parents in hockey going on the ice in the middle of that.
Okay, but I was gonna say the opposite parenting thing where they just yell at the coaches and yell at the refs, and
That's
like,
not okay.
That's way worse.
No, but but
that's
it's
usually
not one or
what you
the
see.
other. It's not
Like,
one or the other.
We even saw was it Matt Barnes that got kicked out of coaching his kids' team? Yeah.
Well, Matt
Barnes got kicked out of the game for getting 2 technicals while coaching his
because
kids.
he's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Okay, but LeBron isn't a fucking idiot. He's a very smart person.
Correct.
He's known to be a very smart person.
Well, he's also made himself a multi-billionaire.
That's
so
it, yeah. And I'm not saying he's a bad father. From what I see, he seems like a great father.
But you know who is saying he's a bad father?
Who?
Jason Whitlock.
So Jason Whitlock, I'll just get one part. He's saying it's
He got
inappropriate.
compared to LeVar Ball.
He's
Fuck
gonna,
outta
inappropriate. It points to how much fame has inevitably changed LeBron over the past decade. Fame is a drug more potent and dangerous than
Famous since
cocaine. LeBron is fame and social media junkie. He moved to Los Angeles looking for a better high.
here. No, he go fuck himself, Jason Whitlock. So
That's
Jason Whitlock
nonsense.
can legit suck my asshole.
So,
but
the thing is like,
But why don't you
No, but
why don't you just explain why without?
But
just
let me- but let me-
why is it that you want him to, I don't know, suck your dick or something?
Jason
asshole.
Whitlock? Jason Whitlock?
Yeah,
He's
why?
got-
What don't you like about him?
He's got some DSLs on him. Some dick sucking lips.
Okay, no, I'm saying like, why
He's
don't you
got
like
a
him?
Nice pair. No, but Jason Whitlock, that comment. And he's always like that.
He's always going against.
He's
the
always
call-
very
yeah.
negative.
Yeah.
You know, like he hates on people and he makes a point to hate on them. But it's not like Skip Bayless hating on LeBron. This is
No.
different.
He always goes like weird. He always goes like.
Skip Bayless
Well,
is
that's
obvious
personal.
that he's trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like this is on a personal level. And
I remember. You remember there was an interview with him and Sean King. He was filling in for I forget what host, and he basically told Sean King like you're a fake black guy. And I remember saying,
Jason Whitlock said that?
yeah, to him on air, and
A lot of people are saying that about Jason Whitlock now.
yeah, they call him all kinds of things.
Like, what's his name? Nate Burleson answered. Not even the same sport. Nate Burleson answered, and he's like, listen, why are you going to hate on the guy? He's there. He's a good father. He's a good role model. Like,
And in
don't
the
hate
end,
on him.
guys. It's sports. It's
Yeah.
guys bouncing a ball.
Yeah.
Let's chill.
No, but
On the level of
like I was
seriousness.
saying
low
is that
time,
it's
though.
not. But your
Low time.
Yeah,
example.
it's July also.
It's
No, but
July.
your example
It
is
gives
that,
us something to talk about on this show.
Exactly.
Thank you, LeBron.
But your example is that we had a Michael Jordan's son on our team, but we're not playing the level of basketball that Bronny's playing.
Well, I mean,
The level of basketball that Bronny's playing is every one of those kids is going to get a D1 offer.
I was a starter until everyone else was taller than 5'9".
There you go, yeah.
And
No,
then
but
I was no longer good.
Everybody on Bronny's team is going to get a D1 offer. Every single player.
Yeah.
What was
Right?
it? What position do you play by? Was there, you were in point guard?
I was I started
You had
as
to
a
have
center
been a
and I
point
ended
guard.
as a point guard.
Yeah,
yeah,
because-
because that's how
yeah.
it goes.
The
That's how it
scale,
always
right?
goes.
Yeah, so those kids are going to be in D1, so they're actually take this shit seriously. It's not some house.
No,
league
but they like
fucking
it. They
thing.
liked it. Apparently, they really enjoy
No,
LeBron's
Bronny was
presence.
rolling his eyes and stuff. And listen,
Like his dad's corny. Did you see the Taaccco
He's
Tuesday?
fucking
The
corny,
Taaccco Tuesday
man.
video?
No, but that's
so
with the,
like
that's fine. That's with the kids. That's
I
okay.
mean, but the one
I
thing
don't
is
give a
like
shit
maybe
about
don't
that.
make the voice.
Yeah.
Taaccco
Oh, I didn't even think about an racy. kind
Yeah,
of-
I was
okay.
just like, oof.
No, I don't even think it was raised. I think he just did a stupid voice and it
There's.
made it
I
seem
saw.
like-
I will get it for next
but
show.
his other son made it seem like it was Japanese.
We'll get it for next
Very
show,
weird.
but I
Save my son.
maybe I can find it in a bit. But there's a video. There's a guy that actually remixed it into a song.
yeah, I saw
Fantastic.
it. I saw it.
Yeah.
Something
Segway in Montreal. If you want the best tacos, suggestion in Chinatown.
Oh,
La
Le Capital.
Capitale.
I
Amazing.
have a bill from Le Capital that I don't remember because it was 2:30. It was like 12:30 at night
day of your wedding?
after a night
Your
of
wedding?
drinking.
Also,
No.
No.
there's another.
It was
There's
the night
another.
after I went out with my ex-boss.
Another great taco place in Montreal called Taaccco Trump. Very good.
Really?
Yeah, very good.
I went to the Grumman truck at the food festival.
Oh,
I think.
Grumman, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Grumman's
nice,
good.
yeah.
I like
That's
it.
good shit.
But nothing as good as the entertainment continually provided to us by John Gruden. John Gruden's going
Chucky.
through a thing, man. So first, he talks about Antonio Brown's arrival to training camp, and he seems all good. He's like, yeah, like there's gonna be more drama. It's all good. Just instead of yelling at Derek Carr, make sure you yell at me.
That's it.
Which I don't know what any of that means, but okay. He's trying to be hip. He's trying to be cool. He weirdly seems to be favoring Nathan Peterman, which we'll get to in a second. But let's watch the latest installment of the reasons Peeze doesn't watch Hard Knocks.
Everybody right now has dreams, don't they, guys? I said it to the rookies, all right? Everybody in the NFL, I have a dream of making it in the NFL. I got a dream of winning a Super Bowl. I got a dream of being in a Pro Bowl. I'm really not into dreams anymore. Okay, I'm into nightmares. You guys with me on that? You gotta end somebody's dream.
lost us.
You gotta take their job. You gotta take their heart. Are you guys clear about this NFL now? We're not trying to go to the Peach Bowl. We're not trying to go to the Gator Bowl or the Bluebonnet Bowl. We're trying to go to the Super Bowl.
Or the
okay?
Meineke
And to
Car
do
Care
that,
Bowl.
you got to really try to end somebody's dreams. Are you
He's
clear
right,
on that,
though.
Farrell? Okay?
Oh, yeah.
I mean that now. So get into that.
I love
I like
that.
how he calls out the first round pick.
I love that for the camera.
He
let's
calls
call
out
it
the first round pick. The guy that's never going to get cut.
The only
Yeah.
name that we recognize, but we're going to call it out because the only name you recognize.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
I think it's a very admirable thing to say. It's
I like it, yeah.
why do we care about dreams anymore? We're trying to end other people's dreams.
But
That's-
is this trying to inspire them to like
I feel
make
it's
the
inspired.
roster or try
yeah,
to
make the
give
roster.
them-
He's talking to all the rookies.
Okay, because if you're looking at it from like, okay, well, you know, you're trying to make sure no one else wins the Super Bowl and we win it. Okay, cool, like motivate
Yeah.
our team. But if it's like, go fuck your person who you're training with, like, okay, that's a little weird.
It
Depends
comes
who
to a
it's
point
like
where
for.
it gets to a point where yes, you're 90 guys.
yeah,
47 of you are going to go home.
yeah.
37 of you are going to go home.
I was going to say.
But like, okay, so he's giving that speech, right?
Yeah.
For sure, Antonio Brown was still on the fucking air balloons.
No, but those are the rookies that he was talking to.
Okay, cool, whatever.
So the rookies, 37 of those guys are going to go home. So fucking take the job away from somebody else. That's
Nice.
it.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
This is why I don't watch Hard Knocks. All of
Really?
that.
You're not
all-
going to watch it?
all
you
of
don't
that
watch
was-
Hard Knocks
come on.
because you just didn't
Come
watch
on.
it.
All of that.
Not
Okay.
out of principle.
Me and Terry,
No,
me and
not
Terry are
principle.
going to do review of every episode.
Every
What do you
episode.
say? Every episode we got to do a review.
Absolutely.
This is what I don't need to watch. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, how about this? We
You're
make
gonna
it.
watch it. You're gonna
Peace.
like.
Peace. How about this? How about this for a segment idea? Every week we give you a recap of Hard Knocks.
okay. How about this? We do a thing,
But it's a 1 minute recap.
you guys.
Yeah, super quick. Yeah.
You list a whole bunch of things that happen in Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
I need to guess which ones actually happened.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I
Oh,
like
that's-
that.
I
Okay,
like
good.
it.
Done.
Yes.
Done. What are we calling it? The hard
Yes.
what? Hard cock.
Hard guess. Hard guess. Hard guess.
Hard guess. Guess hard.
guess. I like
Hard
that.
sauce. Hard sauce.
Hard sauce.
Hard sauce.
So the thing is that the reason I won't watch it's not a principal thing, Terry. It's just that I look at that and all of it looks entirely fake and framed for camera, and I'm pretty sure someone wrote that speech for John Gruden to deliver, just so that they can get it on camera.
I've seen him. He's been on Hard Knocks before, and he's always been a pretty intense guy. So yeah, I mean, I think
that
that's-
doesn't even come off as intense. It comes off as
but he's also a
fake.
lot older. He's like 10 years removed, right?
Yes.
So he's a lot older. He's a lot wiser. He's a lot calmer.
well, you say wiser.
He's
Now,
also a
do you
TV guy
think-
too.
How many people in this room think Nathan Peterman's the better man for the job at this point? For the
He's the
Oakland
better
Raiders?
man for the job.
Nice.
I don't know why is Derek Carr any
The
good?
Derek
I have
Carr?
no idea.
Well, we know that Nathan Peterman is statistically the
Okay,
worst
I
quarterback.
have a
in
question
the
for you.
NFL.
Okay, so I'm just
Is
going
he
to rebut. This is my rebuttal.
Well, you would say Colin Kaepernick's worse.
Yeah.
Has Nathan Peterman, with his awful career so far, has he ever cried on the field?
Well, he's made me cry while watching NFL
There you
football,
go.
very regretfully.
I'm not
So he's better than Derek Carr.
I'm not
Indirect
against the
tears.
Derek Carr tears. I'm not against the Derek Carr
Also,
tears. I'm not gonna bash him for
I
that.
cast the vote personally. No one was going to read the ballot because I'm not on any committee. But I cast a personal ballot for
Yeah.
Nathan Peterman that year for Defensive Player of the Year.
Nice.
Because
Yeah, it's
he
true.
put up the best defensive
He
stats.
produced the most defense out of anybody.
Yeah. And nobody put up interceptions.
Yeah,
4
absolutely.
interceptions a game.
He was the other team's best player every
At
single game.
all time.
Every single
Yeah.
game.
No matter who was on the field.
Do you remember? Do you remember Nathan Peterman's first game, where
Yes.
his coach is saying, "No, he's the guy for the job," and
Because he
gets out
probably
there
looks
4
great.
Fucking
Because he
picks.
probably looks great in camp.
Well, but don't forget.
But
that-
that's what it is. Every time everybody spoke highly of him was during camp.
Yeah.
It was never during the season.
And during his rookie camp,
Yeah.
John Gruden was on record saying he thought that Nathan Peterman was
I
going to be
remember
the best
that, yeah.
quarterback of that
Of the
group
draft class, yeah.
of that draft class.
And you know
I was
what?
working on TV at the time.
But you know what? That happened. I'm not.
You can miss. It's okay.
That's it, yeah.
But just like you're armed with evidence now.
The thing is, everything is a soundbite now, right? So anything you say, you can say anything. I know a
Correct.
lot of people that just
we do say anything.
No, but yeah,
once
we,
a week.
we actually say nothing a lot.
Mm.
Yeah. Right now.
It's the opposite of soundbite.
No, but like a lot of people, you can just predict anything all the time and just be like, see, I was right. But not talk about the times you were wrong.
Yeah, correct.
A lot of media personalities do that.
Sure. Other people too. Other people too.
And humans.
And humans. Other people. Not only in
What
sports.
did I do?
We're not talking about you.
He was pointing at my face.
This guy right here.
Bauer is done in
Trevor Bauer, not the company.
You're correct. Trevor Bauer's done, and he's been traded now to the Reds after his latest infamous incident where he tossed a ball into the outfield.
What?
Yeah, that fell apart, guys. I've been straight drinking for 3 weeks. So
You
can't
almost
even
did.
second.
You were speaking Dominican.
Okay,
Okay, so he
Re-say
sends
it.
one in. He
Re-say
gets.
it.
What is this?
Okay, so Bauer got traded to the Reds after his recent outfield toss incident.
So as we're watching the video now,
Okay.
he's just getting peppered at this point, right?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
up,
he is.
and they're up 5-3 at this point. So you
He's a
can't
very good pitcher, by the way.
Oh,
He's just way
big
too
fan.
serious all the time, and he hates showboating. And this is fantastic.
So who showboated it?
No, I don't think it's that.
But
It's 'cause
there's-
he gets
you-
pulled,
but
and
you
he doesn't
can
want to get
tell.
pulled.
You can tell throughout this entire video that he should not be on the mound.
Yeah, he's got no control. Ball's going literally everywhere.
Yeah,
This one, he's gonna miss this one here. Yeah, he just missed that one. Fuck my life.
yeah. And
I think it's because they were up 5-3 and they ended up going down 6-5.
yeah,
And then
absolutely.
Terry
Absolutely.
Francona came.
And Terry Francona doesn't really like pulling his pitchers out. Like
no,
that
he
point,
likes to
but-
put them in until they fuck you. You know?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he got fucked.
He was known to ride pitchers to like the 7th, 8th.
But now
inning, no matter
Francona's
what.
coming, and let's see what happens. Is he coming? Oh no, the bases are loaded.
It's not here.
I think it's after this.
No, you didn't. You didn't
Oh,
see it yet. Yeah, you didn't see it yet. That's brutal. Yeah.
And I think they shifted there too.
No, it's gonna happen now. I think right here. Right. Strike. Yeah. He strikes out the rookie. Yeah. There you go. Oh, right here. Right. He's gonna get the ball. The ball's gonna come back to him, and he's gonna just throw it into center field.
No, that's the next hit.
Oh,
No,
he's freaking out.
No, right
I
here.
get it. Like
No, right now,
I get
right
it,
now.
man.
Watch this, watch this.
Yeah.
I want to know where it landed though. 'Cause
It
looked
went.
like
It
he-
went over the stands.
Yeah, when is the stance?
No way. From
Cannon.
Dude, you-
Cannon.
From there?
It's Trevor
But you're
Bauer.
surprised an MLB pitcher has a good arm?
No, but like that's far.
I wonder what he said to me. I know it just said on a
I
video.
mean,
but
if the ball traveled 100 miles an hour in that
Yeah.
period of distance, like you figure it can travel.
No, but it's also going up.
Yeah,
The trajectory is different.
correct.
So chemistry,
Vinny says, "Flip the hair."
physics. Vinny can suck my asshole.
Can't do it. So the thing is, look, the dude's just he's a guy who's passionate. However, it does seem as though they were done with his passion. Got traded for another dude who seemingly can't get along in the locker room. Yasiel Puig, a guy you and I, Terry, he's a guy I like. I think we first talked about him a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Puig. He's a
he reminds
big
me.
hitter.
Tell me what you think about this comparison. He reminds me of Jimmy Butler in that, like, he's a very good player, but it seems like nobody in his locker room can stand him anytime.
Yeah, I mean, I just think
Or
that
clubhouse in this
he's
case.
probably just a tough guy to deal with. He doesn't talk a lot. He's very quiet, right? So,
Mhm.
and he might come off as an asshole. I don't know the guy. Obviously, we never been in a.
I
locker
feel
room with
like
the guy.
he fought for his team. He just got traded and he fought for them. I don't know. I felt like
I think that
I don't feel like his clubhouse doesn't like him. He has a lot of value.
Yeah, it could be.
There's
It
a
could be
lot of
that they.
value, and the Reds aren't doing very well. Like
It could be that they didn't get what they were asking, what they expected.
they're just middling, and it's the worst in baseball when your franchise is middling to that point where you have high expectations. You're paying a guy a lot of money, and then he's not producing.
And you know what? He's
or-
gonna fucking thrive
He
under
is.
Terry Francona.
Yeah, he will.
thrive.
He will.
And the thing is,
That's actually a fucking good trade. I like.
I mean, now
Both sides.
I feel like the optics are terrible for the Reds because a couple of weeks ago they went for the jerseys with no sleeves, and Yasiel Puig looked jacked.
It was great.
Like, there's nobody who looked better in a baseball uniform in history
Yeah.
than Yasiel Puig in that moment.
Would you out of the three trades, Puig getting traded for out of the two trades, trading for Trevor Bauer or trading for Marcus Stroman? I feel like
Stroman got traded.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got traded
to the Mets.
to the Mets. To your team.
What?
Yeah, you guys gave up K and the other top prospect. And a lot of the other GMs are saying
love
they're
that
not
they-
happy about it. Yeah, what the fuck happened to you, man?
There's an article on ESPN the other day
What?
talking about how Stroman's a ground ball machine, and
Yes.
then they said that the worst infield defense in the MLB this
Is
season
the Mets.
is the Mets.
It's the Mets.
So that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry.
For who?
For I think for two pitchers.
Two
for
prospects.
two prospect pictures. One's K, this guy K, and the other guy.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Although
Yeah, that's what you're there
a
for,
pitcher
yeah.
named K, you want that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so, naturally. Hey, you know what?
Wait,
I
but
always
just a
kind
letter?
of liked Stroman. I think he was just a little misunderstood. He's got that chip on his shoulder, right?
Spell K.
K-A-Y?
No, just K.
K.
It's an improvement from earlier in this episode. While Duke takes a look at that,
I'm very curious. I wanna
from
know
one
when
of
they
your
get up.
teams that you, one of your fandoms that you clearly know nothing about, to one hopefully you know something more about.
Yeah.
Zeke Elliott
Mhm.
looks like the investigation into his car accident looks like it may have been covered up. There's a lawsuit now that accuses the Cowboys and local police of covering up some of the details regarding that accident, impeding the NFL's investigation.
Usually TMZ, they're pretty spot on with this stuff. Right?
Yeah.
I think TMZ came out with that report, so we'll see what happens. But he's holding out anyway.
But Jerry Jones is saying that they don't need him, And the last time that happened was with
Jerry Jones also said he's the straw that stirs our drink. Fuck him.
Emmett Smith. Emmett Smith
Smith
held
was
out.
Emmett Smith was he was exactly in this. He held out for, I think it was one game into the regular season.
Yeah, no, I think it was
And he's
two.
deeper.
It was two, and they got torched, and then and they gave him.
Yeah, and he still won the rushing title
But
that year.
it's a gamble you're going to take. Like if he doesn't
Well,
prove himself, you've said it many times. The running backs, and especially with the Raiders drafting a running back, you were saying that it's not worth that kind of money anymore.
It's not to a degree. You also need to be able to find replacement. The thing is, in football, because we live in a fantasy football world, we tend to look more so at positions of production, quarterback, wide receiver, running back. But in the grand scheme of things, the impact of, let's say, a left tackle, left guard, the impact of edge rushers have a much bigger impact on wins and losses. I mean, would I be surprised if they don't sign Zeke Elliott and then Dak Prescott doesn't look as good and Amari Cooper all of a sudden is less open and all these things snowball? Not at all, because it's complex. It's not just removing a player. You're changing the way other teams prepare against you and that kind of thing. However,
absolutely.
would I be surprised if they still win 10 games? No. I mean,
In that division, you're playing the Giants twice. You're playing the Redskins twice.
exactly, the Rayskins.
The Redskins twice. The Washington football team.
Yeah,
Twice.
the Washington football team.
I have a couple of things here. I have whoever's the backup of Ezekiel Elliott. You want to know that?
It's Rod Smith.
Rod
There's-
Stewart.
Alfred Morris.
A guy called Tony Pollard.
Yeah, he's
There's Mike Weber.
Tony Pollard, yeah.
There's Alfred Morris. There's Chun Jordan. Never heard of him before.
No, he's a rookie.
Darius
Undrafted.
Jackson. You have you have Olawale, the guy that used the fullback from the Raiders. So he's always
He played with the Cowboys
super
last year.
reliable. Yeah, he's always really good.
Yeah, he's really good at
Did
getting
you-
those 2 yards.
He's a fullback, though.
Yeah, he's excellent. He's excellent catching balls at the back. You love catching balls. You want to know who they traded for the Mets? Who the Mets traded away
Yeah,
for
I
Stroman?
do.
We have a left-handed pitcher, Anthony Kay, and a right-handed pitcher, Simeon Woods Richardson.
Oh, okay. All right.
Have you ever heard of them, by the way?
I've heard of the name K.
Yeah.
No, but I know though. I know that K he was like a third round pick or something like that.
He's a top end prospect.
Yeah.
So
I thought they got rid of like somebody big.
this is typically where we cut to interviews,
Fucking
but like we
Mets,
said
man.
this week, we don't have an interview, so we're gonna get right into rapid fire. We wouldn't have to make a rapid fire since we
No,
don't have an
we're just
interview this
talking,
week.
man.
But let's go, Duke. Rapid fire.
We have rapid fire.
It's in the script.
Not ready.
All right.
Okay, so maybe we have other topics that we can talk
no,
about.
those are the ones.
That's it. That's all we have.
Yeah.
That's all we have.
So I'll start. I'll lead off with the first one, Duke. If you can be ready for the
Yeah,
second one. Jeremy Lin. It looks like his career in the NBA might be dwindling.
Yeah.
And he produced. He came out with this video that we're gonna watch right now and react to. Terry, you haven't seen this video yet,
I
so
have
we'll
not
get your
seen it.
live reaction.
I saw the thumbnail.
It's the strangest thing I've ever seen.
人生真的好艰难。
Oh, not a language I know.
In English, there's a saying, and it
Am I gonna
says once
understand
you
this
hit
video?
rock bottom, the only way is up. But rock bottom just seems to keep getting more and more rock bottom.
$65 million, by the way.
And so free agency has been tough.
Basketball.
Because I feel like in some ways the NBA is kind of giving up on me. And after the season, I had to get ready for this Asia trip. And it was the last thing I wanted to do. Because I knew for 6 weeks I would have to just put on a smile. I would have to talk about a championship that I don't feel like I really earned. I have to talk about a future that I don't know if I want to have. And honestly, it's embarrassing and it's tough. I always tell myself, if I have a son, I don't want him to make the NBA. You don't have to deal with fame. You don't have to deal with
I like the cuts. Like they're cutting. Like they take the
living
most
your life
depressing points.
and having all your failures
reading
on
it, by the way.
display
I'm
to
not
the
even
whole
listening.
world.
I love
A
how
lot
you
of
guys
you
are
guys
looking
here
in the
are
opposite direction on the live feed, by the way.
Well,
You're looking away from the
It's because
videos.
it's where the screen is located.
I know, right?
Um,
I'm gonna have to put like a caption there that just says they're looking at the
It's
screen.
like an arrow that goes
Yeah.
that way.
so
They're also
uh,
cutting out the Chinese translator.
Yeah.
So
Korean.
He was there.
whatever.
I mean, we don't know where in Asia he is.
Eagles racist.
He made the cover.
He's
of
on
two,
an Asian tour, so it could be anywhere in Asia.
He made the cover of 2 SI magazines.
Might be Russia.
Was the hottest stuff in New York for a while.
Yeah.
14 days.
For 14 goddamn days. in New
Linsanity,
York.
baby.
And he made like 65 million. So I don't know.
So,
But I get
but
it. He hasn't been playing. He hasn't been playing.
But he's also a professional athlete.
He also won
That's
a
his
championship.
identity.
He won a championship.
But that's it.
He
So
played like 2 minutes on the floor.
he played 1 minute. He logged 51 seconds.
No, it wasn't 51 seconds.
It was 51 seconds.
I'm
during
willing
the
to debate this. It was 52 seconds.
league. I'm not willing to debate
We spoke about this like 5 weeks ago. We even put his video as highlight tape.
that. Yeah.
What do Jeremy Lin and video games have in common? They both made a bunch of money in a fortnight.
Oh. Segue.
We're going to make him work on his jokes.
Is that in the rapid fire?
What?
Fortnite?
It's not, but we can throw it in.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
But
But
let me
let's
talk
talk-
about this video for a
Okay,
second.
can we just finish Linsanity?
Yeah, let me talk about Linsanity.
Linsanity.
So
Who's playing the
Linsanity
piano? That's
has
my
lo-
question.
Yeah, has lost his mind.
Good point. But it's in China, so they always play piano.
I
They
feel-
love piano.
I don't know that
No,
that's
it's
true.
absolutely amazing.
I feel that's very reckless.
Every
on your
lounge
behalf.
in China
That's the
has
most
it.
reckless thing we've ever said on the
love it.
show.
First of all, it's Korean.
Okay, so he's in Korea. They love pianos there.
also,
not
we don't
China.
know. He's on an Asian tour, so it could be anywhere. It
No,
could
no.
be Armenia.
That was
That
he
was not
is
Armenia.
clearly Korean.
Okay. Who?
And
Who's
that-
Korean?
Jeremy Lin.
Is he?
Yeah.
I would have never known. I thought he was
Yes.
Chinese. No. Okay, so I was wrong, guys.
And that writing was Korean. How the fuck don't you know that?
But you can read the
Like
the
I said,
caption?
I was just reading. I wasn't listening.
Speaking to a Christian group in Taipei, Taiwan.
Taiwan. So you're
Oh,
both,
Taiwan.
You're
So that's
wrong.
part of Asia.
So you're wrong.
That's part of
You're
China.
wrong.
That's
You're
part of
wrong.
China.
It's not part
Well,
of China.
technically, Taiwan is like the
It's
part of China that they don't want.
Yeah.
It's just where everything's made.
Geography with hot sauce voice.
So I feel bad for the guy. I mean, and he said something that I always think about is like, do these people actually think that the players that come off the bench, do they think that they contribute to the championship? You know what I mean? And he says, I don't feel like it.
I mean, I
like
feel like
earned."
in his case specifically, he played only the end of a game, at the end of 2 games where they were,
But
And
He's-
those symbols were Taiwanese and not Korean.
as you would do in Taiwan.
But it's okay, Terry. It's Korean.
to me, it's Korean. It's all Korean to me.
I mean, I led by saying Asian tour. The thing is, to your point, and I know
but he
the
contributed, he
meatheads
practiced.
like Duke are going to say, oh, but he made 65 million. How could you be sad if you have money? But the thing is,
Seriously, I would be very happy.
but none of us are ever going to be in that position where we're going to be forced to retire from something we love at an age where we feel we can still do it.
Without sponsors, we'll never get there.
I mean, we're working that hard to try and get it, but
Sponsorship opportunities are now available. Contact us today.
I promise we'll cost you less than Jeremy Lin. But I can't imagine that feeling of your whole identity from high school is tied into being a basketball player and always being a star, and then
He also
getting
graduated
to
from
the
Harvard,
NBA.
by the way. So
That's fine.
he has plenty of avenues in life.
I'm not saying otherwise. I'm saying it still sucks. Like what? Like
I think can you just hear out my whole theory about this? I
No.
think the piano made him super sad. He wasn't planning to go
You-
there.
you realize
So I don't
they
think the
put-
piano was live.
They put that in post.
no,
The piano was
you
not
guys
live.
ruined it. I was trying to
Okay,
convince
now I
you
don't
it was
know.
live.
I'm wrong. Fuck.
See,
I feel
live,
bad.
live harp.
there was a live harp. He's in the other room.
I feel bad for the guy, but I also think that he was trying a little bit too hard to be like super depressed.
Maybe he is super depressed.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt
Like
it.
just imagine you just won a championship that you feel was undeserved.
Yeah.
And now you can't get work.
and the
He's also
the work
changed
is telling you
teams
it's undeserved.
100 times. He's played for every team in the NBA.
Exactly. It must be wrong.
So he keeps on getting rejected, and now nobody's calling. Your career's over. You made 65. You got 65 in the bank. I'm
The
sure.
buzzer sound eagle.
I'm sure he's not spending a lot of money.
It's rapid fire.
There it is.
I saw you trying to buy type for Eagle, by the way. You're a good teammate. Much
next
like
up-
Jeremy
I was
Lin.
trying to figure out what he wanted from me.
Next up.
I was like, mute the mic.
So let's do the segue into the Fortnite thing. Did you know what happened in Fortnite recently?
The kid won $23 million.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
3 million.
$3 million.
$3 million for a 16-year-old to play fucking video games.
Well, I mean, but it's worth it in that the money comes from somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
no, I know. I'm not saying there isn't a market for it. I'm just saying like, go fuck yourself.
Someone did a comparison. So in the U.S. Open or Wimbledon, whichever one it was recently, Federer won Djokovic won like 3 million or something, and the women's won another 2 million or whatever. So the amount of viewers that they got for that finals was like 5 million people total
For the Federer Djokovic one?
for the finals of the men's and women's combined. Let's say.
He made more money
To the
than
ratings.
them, yeah, for sure.
And then
I would have thought it was a lot more than that.
And then for Fortnite, just day 3, the stream had 10 million views. So they're getting double the views. So if anything, this guy should have made more money.
I agree.
Yes.
Peace. What's up, Matt?
I was getting a call from someone who's coming to my house.
Okay.
Do
Do you want me to answer that for you?
No, it's all good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll answer on air if anything.
Do you know what the fuck we're talking about?
Fortnite.
There you go.
And
He just look. It's not his fault. He zones out
Buzzer.
anytime we talk about it. So
buzzer.
next up,
There you go.
Nightlight. Anthony Davis. Apparently, he's scared of the dark. During a podcast with Sarah Spain, he proclaimed
I
how
love Sarah Spain.
Yeah,
She's nice.
Duke hates.
And she's very smart.
Duke
What?
hates Sarah Spain.
I don't. I
Do you?
don't.
Oh, I thought you did.
I just.
You have something on your eye, your eyelid,
Yeah.
your right eyelid.
How about now? Is it
Yeah,
good?
I think
it's gone.
I think Sarah Spain
She's very good.
is very smart. She's also
Smart.
ex-collegiate.
Super smart.
I'm really curious why you think I hate her for. I never said.
I believe
either.
once you called me around Christmas time and told me I hate Sarah Spain.
No, I didn't say that.
What did you say?
Can't remember, man. It's Christmas time.
So he's scared of the dark. Why is that a bad thing?
I love the
What do you
whole.
mean, why is it a bad
I love
thing?
the part in that podcast because I actually like went to look for that podcast just to hear that part.
Like, what did he say?
I
And
did
he
not,
said-
and I will not.
He said something to the effect of, Sarah Spain asked him, "Well, what if you meet someone who like needs to sleep in absolute darkness?" Like he said, "Well, then it's not gonna work." like that's it. Like he's not willing to make that.
What we have is like those like night lights there, those little things there. We put them on the outlets, and it just like kind of gives you like a pathway to where you need to go.
Why
Oh,
do
so you're
people,
like
why do
Anthony
people
Davis.
need that
You're
shit?
scared
though?
of the dark.
I'm not scared of the dark.
But why do you need nightlights? I thought only children had nightlights.
No, not lights at the back of your fucking bed. Like
But I'm
on
saying-
the outlets in the house. So
Well,
like it's not
why?
pure darkness. So you don't stub your toe
That's
because
what
I've
your phone's
broken my
for.
toe stubbing it on a fucking.
I've actually
vacuum.
broken my toe that way too. But stubbing it into like
on a vacuum.
on a molding.
It was purple.
The vacuum.
My
What-
toe.
What does it matter what color the vacuum was?
I mean the vacuum was like green, but my toe was purple.
well, it's a good thing the toe wasn't green.
All right.
I feel like there was a
What's
story
about-
with a player like during the NFL season that fractured his hand. He was running back or something, and he just because he was answering his phone, he hit it on a table.
Duke, what's your irrational fear?
Rational, you know this. It's drains.
Yeah, it was just a
Because of
setup.
it,
Well, I don't know. It's a lot of things.
but I'm sure it threw you
I
off.
just need help in general. So it's
because
Eagle.
it for sure threw
I
you
need a
off.
therapist. one way or another,
Your
so.
irrational fear.
Oh wait, Eagle's irrational fear is
Lack of sugar.
internet not working, so you can't play fucking Pokemon.
You know, Q-tips.
Yeah.
I have an irrational fear of me accidentally piercing my eardrum while I clean my
Yeah,
ears.
I think
course
you
you
need
do,
to
of
take
course
a
you
science
do.
class, like a high school level science.
Okay, I have a weird fear. I just realized it. I have a cat. I have a weird fear that I'm gonna step on her tail and break it. It's really weird.
Yeah, because it's so expensive to fix. I get it.
I don't know that. I feel like
Super
I'm
expensive.
cringing now just thinking about it.
Yeah,
Like I feel like it's there. I'm like, I'm gonna step on it, and I weigh 240 pounds. It's gonna break.
and the tail doesn't have a max weight of 240 pounds.
Like I feel bad. I'm sorry.
You know
Pippa.
that
I'm sorry,
cat's
Pippa. ahead of
way
time.
it's way quicker than you. Like you're fucking slow, bro.
You know what you should
Like,
do?
See you coming from a mile away.
They don't know these things.
You should plan ahead. Just cut it off right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Get rid of my fears. Face my fears.
With drains, it's a weird thing because in my shower, if my foot touches the drain in the shower, I immediately like get gag reflex. It's nuts.
So you're
Just
you get
drains.
gag reflex.
And if I can't even, hey, I've
the
gotten
weirdest
better.
thing.
I've gotten better though. With time, I've gotten better. Like
Can't
I
wait
can
to
actually
just like
actually
put
clean the sink.
drains everywhere in your house when you're not paying
Okay,
attention.
I don't know how you would do that, but sure.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna be under your house just installing drains.
To make it fucking
I'm
hard.
gonna pay a plumber with my gun.
Why would you do it from under the house?
That's how you do drains.
Well, but I don't think the pipe matters. It's just a drain.
Oh, I just need a drain?
You just need a hole.
I was thinking way too much into this.
Clearly.
Oh, there it is.
Eagle, wake up.
Fuck.
Be part of the show.
These are fun topics.
Getting Harper. Bryce Harper has a 256 average in his first year with the Phillies, and the Phillies are actually doing kind of like they have about 2 games under the Nationals.
He's worth every single penny.
But at that
I think he's worth every single penny, given that is the market in baseball, that you pay the big name no matter what. You
That's
have
what
to
it is.
spend money no matter what. And so what happens is
I have a follow-up question.
you spend that kind of money on Harper. But I remember we did a whole bunch of shows about how Bryce Harper wasn't signed yet.
Yeah.
And my thing was that if you look at a lot of the advanced stats, he was an average player.
Right.
And he's gotten a lot of credit for being an average player at a really young age, but would he improve beyond that? And his wins replacement was only 1.
Right.
So he's coming off a bad season, got a contract off a bad season. I don't know why it's surprising anyone that it's continuing.
I think the problem isn't so much about Bryce Harper; it's the team in general. Like there was a lot of expectations. It's a really tough division, and not only are they doing they're doing worse than the Nationals, who decided not to spend that kind of money. And if you remember, the contract they offered was insane. It was like it was deferred contracts until he was an old man.
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing is like this is a team that has Andrew McCutcheon and has him. And they have a lot of players. They're pretty
Andrew
stacked.
McCutcheon a little bit.
And they're just not
not as
performing.
good as what he was.
Overall, they're not.
My
they're not
question
impressive.
is, how does this affect contracts in the future? Because I remember
Also Hoffman,
when the Marlins signed Chang to be, number two pitcher at like $60 million.
Yeah.
The only reason they signed him was basically like, oh, we need to sign somebody.
Yeah, and
so
he's
like,
horrendous.
Will that begin to change now? We're seeing Manny Machado having a bit of a slow start, Bryce Harper's having a little bit of a slow start after getting their money. Do you guys think this is going to change?
Well, no, with Scott Boras around, it's never going to change. As long as he's around, he's always going to get those contracts for his guys. And Mike Trout also got a huge contract, but he's been doing pretty well.
But again, the advanced stats on Mike Trout
Yeah.
are saying he's one of the best hitters of all time.
The problem isn't so much that I think it's going to change. I think what's going to happen is teams are going to fall back on an older model where they're paying them longer, less money. And I feel like I never liked
Bonilla standard.
The Bobby Bonilla standard. No, but that's specific to the Mets. But it could become a thing.
So you're saying the next bad contract will go to the New York Mets?
So, Duke, there's been a bunch of questions on our Facebook feed.
Yeah.
And none of them were presented to us.
Well, you guys are talking about fucking Cox, and I don't know.
So
that's what we do.
How many games do BS Nation win this season is one question.
I don't know what that means.
BS Nation is Black Shit Nation, which is the Raiders.
Oh, yeah, man. Actually, that was a good question. I was going to ask that.
Yeah. So I guess not. I'm going to say 8.
I'm going to say I don't know.
I'm going to say I don't know, which means I shouldn't have said anything.
You guys say 8, right? I feel like it's an 8 and 8.
I hate
okay,
football
we'll
predictions. I hate sports predictions. So
I have one
don't know.
question before we close the show.
Okay, we're not there yet. Because there's another segment.
I'm just
after
saying
this.
it now so I can remember because I'm going to forget.
Okay.
So the next topic is practice, and we have 2 topics here. We have Sean Lee, who is eternally injured, who I think sprained his MCL. He sprained his MCL. Apparently, he was supposed to play on special teams this year, by the way. I don't know why the fuck you put him on special teams.
Because Jalen Smith is the new middle linebacker.
Yeah, but also maybe don't put a guy that's constantly injured on special teams. But where else are you going to put him, right? And also, there's AJ Green, who he looks like he's going to be missing a couple of regular season games.
So Sean Lee's probably going to retire. Like right now.
Sean Lee will likely retire.
Yeah, I don't think he'll start the season. If he does, he's going to start the season on a pup. On IR, he'll get paid, and the next year he's going to be a linebackers coach for the Cowboys, 100%. And then about AJ Green, it sucks because he's literally the only good piece of that.
But
offense.
it seems like it happens every season where the first practice, someone of note gets injured.
Yeah, but he's
What are we
always
doing?
he's
Well, there's
always in
other
his
guys.
first practice. That's the thing I never got about how they treat AJ Green. Like he's there, he's practicing from he's in these intense practices from the beginning.
Like, because
And
he's going to lose his job if he doesn't practice.
Right. It's like, what do you have to prove? Just save it. I know that they have to be conditioned and whatnot.
Well, no,
but
the Rams sat everyone of note before the season, heading like even into the preseason. They weren't playing anybody.
You don't half-ass it at practice. It's contagious.
Yeah. Plus, but not only that, but like in a sport where it's so
For real. No, Jarvis
just-
Landry last year on Hard Knocks was 100% right. If you half-ass it and you're a vet, then
Hard
the
Knocks,
next
yeah,
guy's
so
going to
do it again?
half-ass it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, but you have to. I don't know if you know the clip,
No,
but he just
obviously not.
he rips into the receiving corps because they were taking plays off and they were like hurt, injured. He's like, listen, you can't be lazy right now because it's contagious. If you're lazy, the next guy's going to be lazy.
So
the next guy after that's going to be lazy.
And on that, it's a game that's so violent that if you're not
They're
going
not hitting in
100%, you're going to
practice.
get hurt.
But they don't hit in practice.
No, but in everything, in your cuts and everything you do,
of course,
you
yeah.
have to be meticulous.
But you're going to get hurt in the game anyway, so you can't think about it that way.
I guess it's
I'm
just
sorry.
my God, like why risk injury to someone?
If you're not fucking hurt, you gotta fucking practice. All that weak shit, don't fucking live here no more. That shit don't exist. It's contagious, bro. Like, it's really fucking contagious.
Oh, no, you want to watch the whole thing?
No.
No, stop it now, because now they make fun of him. Stop
As they should.
Stop it now, because now they make fun of him. Yeah.
As they should.
So he's 100% right.
Didn't open his mouth one time with the Dolphins. Now he's pretending to be a leader because there's cameras.
No, because
good job.
How do we know he didn't open his mouth?
Jarvis Landry.
How do we know he didn't open his mouth?
Yo, we're looking at Dolphins. Dolphin number 1, bro.
Dolphin. So no, he's right though. And
Were there other things on
you
Facebook
should never
Live
take
or-
plays. You should never take plays off. If AJ
I'm
Green,
on it.
you're a leader of the team. You never fucking take plays off. Sorry. I don't give a fuck when it is. I don't care if it's an OTAs, spring training, during the season.
OTA,
never take a play
it
off.
literally stands for optional.
Well, if you're not there, then fine. But
We
if
have-
you're gonna be there, then go all out.
we have a question. Do the Patriots win their division this year?
Oh my
No,
God,
no,
what-
they won't.
why
I have
are you
money on the.
listening
I
to
have
the
money on
show?
the. I have money on the Jets. I put money on the Jets like 5 months ago. I'm telling you.
I'm going to answer
Jets, baby. The New York Football Jets.
You really think Jets going to win?
Yeah, I think Jets are going to win
that?
that division. Yeah, I already did. SportsInteraction.com. Sponsor.
Terrible.
We
Hey,
should
sponsor
get the
us.
sponsor.
Absolutely. We did have a Reds fight that we watch. Did we watch that one? A Reds fight?
No, we haven't watched it.
These two teams somehow because this is.
Yeah, you gotta go for
Yasiel Puig's in the fight. I'm staying in the dugout.
Okay, so this guy just goes fucking mental.
Going on right now.
I could beat up Yasiel Puig.
And Garrett is hot.
Okay.
No?
And now there's some serious chirping coming from the Pirates.
So Garrett, the pitcher here, he has like he has a left hook and a half.
Check
right
out
here.
this hook, man.
Right here.
Takes this dude
And
out.
Knocked him out. He's
Do you
still on
see
his
how he
knees.
faked with one arm too? He
Yeah,
faked
it
with
was
one
beauty.
fist.
It was beauty.
It reminds me of the bump fight I just saw in Ottawa a couple days ago.
Oh, it's insane. Yeah, the bump fight.
Oh, bump fights. Remember those?
I saw one. I saw one in the parking lot of the LCBO.
These teams
It
really
looked a lot
don't.
like this,
These
but
teams fucking hate
less
each other.
people.
By the way, these
And
two
less people.
teams hate each other.
Yeah, those throwing at each other and doing stupid baseball stuff.
Yeah, they're just constantly offended with each other.
Yeah, so like if I were to see a fight with teammates, am I weird that I would just go to the clubhouse and grab a beer?
Yeah,
No, I'm
you'd be
in.
shunned.
I'm in, baby.
I know you're in, but you know how to fight.
Nah, somehow.
I know to drink, so
I think I'd be the guy. I'd be the guy on the outskirts, just kind of yelling and then pretending I'm gonna go in.
Yeah,
and
like
don't go
grabbing
in.
guys.
Yeah,
no, or like I'd be the guy who needs to be pretend held back.
nice.
So like
Yeah.
I would like strafe until I find Terry's arms. And
Oh,
then,
okay.
like,
Yeah, I
that's
like
what
that.
I'm
Let's
doing.
go back. Let's go
I like that.
sidestep.
Yeah, I
Sidestep.
like that. I like
Sidestep
that.
into Terry's arms. That's what he's gonna
good.
do.
I like that.
That's my life.
I
That's
take
my
it.
life.
I
That's
take
this
it.
show, basically.
And I'll protect you.
Thank you, Terry.
'Cause that's what I'm here for. I
You got anything else?
I'll carry,
Buzzer.
I'll carry your life.
Buzzer.
I'll carry the show.
Something else?
I don't. I have a million windows open.
Vacation story?
Crazy.
I don't know if we're there yet.
Yeah, no. First world paprikas.
I think that's it.
Wait. We
Practice. No, we're
nothing.
good.
We have
First
yours.
world paprika.
First world paprika.
All right. So, for those of you who don't know, I spent my honeymoon in Dominican Republic. I figured this is good as any opportunity to tell you guys about the parts of it I'm free to talk about. But on top of that, I want to go off a little bit on Dominican for being a little soft. It's like, you know, we review some sports teams and we talk about, like, hey, this team is great because of this, and some other guy says this team was trash because of this. I figured I'm gonna do the same thing with an entire country.
Oh boy, yeah, you're gonna get a death. You're gonna put us on the death list, man.
Listen, everyone's got to get something. We might as well be on a death list. So I had a great time. First of all, Dominican Republic is absolutely beautiful. The beach is like paradise. I had one of those rooms with a swimming pool, like full honeymoon suite and all that stuff. It was absolutely beautiful. Doing a beach kept bringing me a coconut full of booze.
I love it.
I got hammered with my face in the coconut.
Is it true you get diarrhea like instantly from the coconuts? 'Cause I
didn't-
think it's not that it's bad. It's just that it apparently activates something.
You don't eat them. You drink from them.
Oh fuck, that's why.
I didn't eat the coconut. I drank from the coconut and did not have a moment of diarrhea.
You uncultured swine.
Seriously. There's also this wonderful lady on the beach who gave me a foot massage.
Ooh.
She was
Who the
incredible.
fuck would
Angel.
touch your feet?
I know. Well, it was for money.
Even for money, I'm staying away from your feet.
Absolutely.
Your hands are brutal. I'm sure your feet
Listen,
are
man,
even
I got them
worse.
pesos up in here. So
Yeah, but just think about the next guy who she gives a massage to.
yeah.
That guy's touching Pease's feet.
Oh yeah, it's
No,
true.
shout out to the head waitress
Some
Susanna at Oregano Dominican restaurant. She took care of us. She
Some
was
foot on
awesome.
foot violence.
She just kept bringing us ceviche and plantains, like deep fried plantains.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I've never
Ah,
eaten so
I
much
love-
deep fried food in my life.
How good are those fucking plantains?
Love that. Love that. However, Colorado the horse, you soft ass bitch.
Who's Colorado the horse?
That was the horse when we went on our horseback riding excursion.
Cheese.
My wonderful,
Cheesy.
chosen by my wonderful wife.
Of course.
My wonderful wife was on the horse named Colorado,
Oh.
who had a limp to begin with. We
A limp?
should not have gotten on those horses.
Why
My horse
does a
weighed
horse
less
have a
than
limp?
me. It was a problem. It looked like last time it ate was the last time Ken Griffey Jr. was in the majors.
You fucking ate all these potatoes and shit. You know, like no
Turn-
kidding, you're bigger than a
The
horse.
last time it ate was the last time Colorado won the Stanley Cup.
Right. So Colorado the horse. We're
2001.
First of all, we are on our way back. We're on our way back. That was weird. We're on our way back to the place where we picked up the horses.
Yeah.
I was gonna say ranch, but it was like an industrial park.
That place is a storage unit.
And I'm riding behind Natalia, and the horse collapses, just face plants in front of us,
It dies.
almost killing my wife. Who cares if the horse died? My fucking wife's on that horse. Turns out the horse didn't die.
What happened?
Natalia's already been. She's experienced horseback rider, so she was
From
able
Colombia.
to stabilize and all that.
A lot of horses in Colombia.
Yeah. Also, she weighs nothing, so the
That
horse
too.
was able to get
She
back up.
is air, basically.
Yeah. And she survived. She survived an encounter.
So
with
this music is not.
It's ominous for no reason.
Yeah.
The horse survived. Natalia survived. But horses are death traps. Never ride a horse. It's stupid. That said, you're looking at basically Arthur Morgan right here. Champion horseback rider. First time ever. Mastered it. I'm amazing. So
Captain Morgan.
I'm one of the Morgans.
Oh, okay. I rode a horse once,
How was it?
and I took the white horse because I wanted the nice white horse, but they told me that he's like a little wild, so they were kind of like stringing him along.
Okay.
I was on it, and then so I heard the instructions. If you wanted to go faster, you kind of kick or whatever. So I did it, bam, and we took off for like 10 seconds until the guy behind me came and fucking stopped him.
Next for me. Next is my call outs for Dominican Republic are the guy who ran the horse excursion.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, first of all, feed your fucking horses. Second of all, I told him I'd never been on a horse before, and he made us like sprint.
Gallop.
Full gallop up the mountain.
Really?
Full gallop up the mountain. And then we get to this point where like it was like like steep decline. Done, and then like there's like otherwise was like a tire mark to go down. The horses fit into this tire mark, and then like halfway down the mountain he's like, oh yeah, you gotta lean back. Like yeah, thanks for telling me before I start the steep decline.
were you holding onto the neck like in those
it was pretty
cartoons?
bad.
I remember that you got to pull back and kind of like zigzag a bit.
And so then we get to racing up the mountain. I'm like, why the hell are we racing up this mountain? We finally get to this small ass village where there's a bunch of abandoned shoes because obviously people were murdered here, and then we pull up to this spot where the horses desperately had to rest. And
Are shoes abandoned or they just lost?
No, they were clearly abandoned. They were on
Pull,
the field in a row.
It's like this
They
place
were
is too
in a
dangerous.
field in a row.
They're stolen off the tourist they've kidnapped.
This place is too dangerous. I'm gonna leave my shoes. I'm abandoning you. Sorry, I'm gonna run.
And we stopped at this place in this guy's town. The store was called Cheapy Cheapy, where they were selling us, they were trying to sell us artwork, fake cigars, fake booze for Cheapy Cheapy.
It was actually called Cheapy Cheapy.
It was called Cheapy Cheapy. And we stayed there for about half an hour while the dude was trying to talk to us.
I should have asked you
and
to
sell stuff.
bring me back cigars.
I did have cigars for
And
you.
we had this conversation.
Yeah, I forgot my home because I'm a terrible friend.
Yes.
So
Horrible.
the other so the only reason he made us race up the mountain is to waste our time in this garbage, horrible. Like the thing is, like they throw their trash in the mountainside because they don't know how to deal with trash in this country. Is what I found out when I was down there. But then there's this town up in the mountains that like literally isn't even on a map. Nobody knows it exists. Nobody knows where we are, and you're bringing us there to try and sell us your garbage.
Yeah.
Like this is not what we paid for.
Come get our garbage.
Yeah, we weren't there for that. We weren't down for that. So that was another thing. Next thing, Sunwing, stop trying to sell me shit. Oh my god, the entire time.
Like
okay, come, we'll take your pictures and have a memory last lifetime. Bitch, I got a smartphone.
On Sunwing?
The whole property is owned by Sunwing.
Oh, okay.
And then they were giving us lip because we booked our excursions with vendors on the beach. With the beach completely controlled, everyone's got an ID.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, but you can't trust those people. You need to pay us double for the same excursion.
Oh no, fuck that shit.
No, how would you, Sunwing? Then we get on the plane, and you're trying to sell me food. You're gonna sell me airplane food. I'm gonna pay for airplane food.
Yeah, exactly. After you paid so much.
You make it. You pay for headsets. In 2019, I'm gonna pay for headsets. Third thing,
What do you need a headset for?
trying to collect money for your charity. How do I even know you have a charity, Sunwing?
What do you need a headset for?
I don't know, for their garbage in-house entertainment.
What? So for Expendables 37?
I wish. If it was Expendables, I obviously would have paid the $3.
I would have paid the $250 for those fucking headphones.
So that was
that don't work halfway through the movie.
Another thing that was awesome though.
So it's actually a foundation, and they support young troubled youth or poor youth.
I was troubled
Poor
by them
youth, not
constantly
trouble, poor
busting
youth.
my balls for money.
You were not a troubled youth.
No, I was troubled.
No,
adults.
sorry,
You were a very
not
privileged
troubled,
youth.
not troubled youth. It's
You were very privileged.
Kids
I
that
meant I
kids
was
with
troubled
nothing.
as an adult, troubled by them constantly trying to bother me.
Okay,
I was a bothered adult. How about that?
So we should start a foundation, a charity for you because you're a troubled adult.
Also, Catamaran. Who knew that was awesome?
They're fun, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
always
just
the
a
one I always
giant boat
ignore.
where everybody gets drunk.
Went on one.
the
Seasick.
best.
Seasick. Because you're not supposed to stare at the waves. And
Oh.
I did.
I did and didn't get seasick.
Why are you staring at waves for?
I've got seasick the last two times.
Were you
I've
just
been on a
alone
boat.
This
in the
coming
boat
from the
with
guy
nothing
who
to
eats
do?
coconuts.
This guy's biting into the feathers on a coconut. On the skin, the brown shit.
We also went. We like on the
probably what was on
catamaran.
your eye before.
On the catamaran, we went snorkeling, and they give us a choice like life vest or no life vest. I was about to say no life vest, but I was like, I can drink so much more. So we just got tanked with our life vests like floating around the water. Hey, fish!
Hey, look at the fish
Look
over
at the
there.
fish over there.
Put your head in the water.
It's got some colors. So that was good. Is that about it?
Yep.
Oh no! One last thing.
One last one.
One last one.
You said that 4 times now.
One last one. I promise this is the last one. If you have a leak in your room in the Dominican Republic, you will not change room. It will not be repaired.
Yeah.
That is your reality the entire time you're there.
And that is Hot Sauce Sports.
This time we're gonna.
They can't see this. Show the one that does the Japanese one. That's amazing.
It's Taaccco Tuesday. Cause it's
I love it.
You've been listening to Hot Sauce Sports.
We're done.
That was great.